Hello Rangers, we are back. We're back with another build video, and this is the ultimate build that I believe you can do pretty much everything with. It's an all weapons, all round, great carry weight, brilliant damage output, brilliant defense, and it is a truly DN game. It's like a pure luxury build, so word of warning, this has taken about 2 years to put together. This build itself, this is one of my background builds, this is my personal build I run myself in my own time, it's on my other character. So, and literally this is extremely end game build. It is crazy what you can do on this build. Carry as much as you want, do as much as you want, and you know something? It's a brilliant daily driver as well, and do all weapons attachable on this. I hope you're going to enjoy this one. Please give me great feedback on this video, or give me a thumbs down if you don't like the build or you don't think it's, you know, as good as it can be. But if it's good, please let me know if it's good. So let's go straight into it. We have called it the ultimate. Of course, it is the ultimate luxurious end game build. So let's get straight into the specials on this. There's going to be plenty of 10s, as you can see. We've got a 10 in strength, a 10 in perception, a 10 in endurance, a 3 in charisma, a 3 in intelligence, a 10 in agility, and a 10 in luck. Remember, we're going to be running legendary perk cards, so all those 10s there will turn into 15s very shortly. I'll be showing you why. Of course, take a screenshot, pause, do as much as you want on this one. They are your specials for this Ultimate Fallout 76 build. Now let's get straight into the perk cards. Let's go straight into the legendaries. Remember, legendary perk cards are essential to make an endgame build in Fallout 76. Bear with me a second, I'm just going to be taking this lockpick one out. I'm going to put it back in, taking one for the team. We'll talk about it in a moment though. Now, let's talk about it. Let's go through it. Now, legendary perk cards, why do you need them? Legendary perk cards provide an extra 5 points into your specials when they are maxed out. I always emphasize on the legendary perk cards, just back in the early days of my build videos, a lot of people upset or confused to why I had so many perk points, but the specials were so low, and this is the reason why. Legendary perk cards. If you're a legendary, if you are an end game player, you will completely understand this at this point, so don't worry. But if you're a new player, remember, work towards your legendary perk cards. We'll start from the top. We've got a legendary luck, +5 luck, and +5 luck perk points. Capped at 15, that's rank 4. We've got a legendary agility, it does the same thing, +5 agility. A legendary intelligence, +5 intelligence, rank 4. A legendary perception, +5 perception, rank 4. And there's a legendary strength. This is the special ones we're going to talk about first. And that is a legendary +5 strength, rank 4. And finally, we have taking one for the team. Enemies take 5% more damage when they attack you if you are on a team. Not really essential cards. You'd probably swap this out if you wanted to. So we had the lockpicking one on before, especially for if it's your daily driving. But if you are in a team, you definitely want taking one for the team on, especially if you're running raids in a team as well, because you can run raids on this build. I've run many raids with this build. It's fantastic. It's got great survivability rate, well, insane survivability rate, to be honest. You will not lose health, and you will not lose AP. They are your legendary perk cards for this build. I hope you enjoy them. Pretty much standard for me. I always keep my legendary perk cards pretty much the same. I know a lot of people didn't have as many legendary special cards back in the day, but now people are moving towards having these on. So there we go. Now let's get straight into the perk cards. Everybody's favourite. There's loads of quality of life perk cards on here, but there's loads of perk cards that provide insane damage output at all times. Remember, this is for all guns. You could potentially use all guns in this. Heavy guns, shotguns, pistols, ranged weapons, single shot weapons. Everything can be ran on this build. It's insane how great it is. Now let's start off with a legendary. The first special, that is strength, that is now capped at 15. We've got strong back to start out with, carry more weight based on your strength, so it's been maxed out. Plenty of carry weight means plenty of room to carry more weapons. We've got traveling pharmacy, weight of all chems including stimpaks are reduced by 90%, fantastic. Easy target for a +75% range damage to cripple targets. That extra damage there on being crippled is fantastic on this build. We've got Barbarian, gain damage resistance based on your strength, doubled when not wearing armour. Love Barbarian there, so extra damage resistance means we will not die, and we are not going to die in this build, because I'll show you how it's set up. We've got Scatter Shot for 20% of the damage dealt to a limb is applied to all limbs on your target. Really great. You're spreading the cost of damage spreading around the board. We love it. We've got Bandolier on, ballistic weapon ammo weighs 9% less because you're carrying a lot of weapons. You can carry as many weapons as you want on this build, mix and match. You don't need to change builds with this build because you can carry all the weapons you want that you enjoy using because it provides you with extra damage. Now, we've got Pack Rat. The weight of all junk items is reduced by 50%. So if you are on a long haul, you are in a raid, you're carrying plenty of junk, or you're doing plenty of expeditions or raiding events, you can carry as much as you want there. And we've got Arm Keeper. The weapons weigh 75% less. And this reason we have Arms Keeper off, it's a great quality of life perk card. And because we can carry as many weapons as we want and mix and match as much as we want. Now, Perception at rank 15, Number Cruncher. Your weapons have a 2% increased damage per AP cost. Essential card for any build. We've got Downranger. You do 20% range damage to far enemies. Really nice card here. We will be using a couple of ranged weapons on this, so really nice. We've got Tormentor. You deal 20% more damage per crippled limb your target has. We've got Tank Killer. Your ranged weapons ignore 40% of armor. Really essential card to bust through, especially some endgame enemies. We've got Awareness, gain more facts accuracy based on perception. It's 15. It's going to be capped out, maxed out there, so plenty of facts accuracy there. And Concentrate Fire, Focus Fire, staying +3 accuracy and damage per shot. Beautiful card here, working all the benefits of the world. Really, really, really nice cards. And this is about pure damage. And that's what we will be doing. We're going to be in and out of situations, especially grunt hunts, head hunts. You do solo head hunts on this. Easy, snap of your finger. We've got 10 in endurance now. We've got Life Giver, gain more max HP per point in endurance. We've got Iron Stomach, increased damage and energy resistance based on endurance while not diseased. True Hiker, food and drink weights are reduced by 9%. We're not running True Hiker on our armor, and you'll see why, because it's about damage and it's about AP. So we put the True Hiker back on the perk card selection. Natural Resistance, increased elemental resistance based on endurance while not diseased. First Quencher, increased maxed AP based on endurance while not diseased. So really nice card there. Plenty of AP means plenty of time in facts, plenty of critical damage, plenty of damage. We've got Vaccinated, increased disease resistance based on endurance. We don't want to worry about having to cure diseases, so we have Vaccinated on as a nice quality of life perk card. Hardy, take 50% less damage from explosions there. Nice little quality of life card there. And Starch Genes, you will never mutate from Rads, and Rads will never mutate. Rad Rate will never cure mutations. Everyone's mutants on this build. We are running mutants because mutants is the meta on all armor. So there we go, that's why we've got Starch Genes on there. As you can see there, a lot of quality of life perk card points, a lot of survivability there as well in endurance, really nice. We've got a Charisma at a rank 3, don't worry about it, we don't need to be charismatic to be the ultimate endgame build. We've got Stranger Numbers, positive mutation effects are plus 25% stronger if teammates are mutated too. It's a given that everyone's mutated in this game, so this is a great card. We've got Tenderizer now at rank 2 there. Each attack makes your target take increased damage. Beautiful card. Beautiful. Extra damage there. We've got an Intelligence at 8. You're going to see some quality of life perk cards here, and perk cards to increase the damage of your energy weapons, which you can also carry on this build. We've got First Aid, Stim Packs restore more HP based on intelligence. Science, increase energy damage based on your intelligence here. So the energy weapons will potentially running on this build will also benefit now. So you definitely want that. It's going to be at 8, so plenty of damage. We've got batteries included. Energy weapons weigh. Energy weapon ammo weighs 9% less because you're carrying energy weapon ammo on this, so you're reducing the cost of weight exponentially, so you can carry as much as you want. We've got Scrapper, obtain more components when you scrap weapons and armor, and good with salt food, your inventory will spoil 9% slower. Really nice cards there, quality of life and damage there in intelligence. We're in agility now, rank 15. We've got action points regenerate 50% faster. I like action points and I like never running out of action points, so I have a lot of action point orientated box mods and perk cards. We've got Gunslinger. Your ranged weapons do plus 12 damage, 12% damage to weak spots. We've got Gunslinger Expert, plus 1 range weak spot damage per onslaught stat, plus 3 max stats. We've got Guerrilla Expert, plus 1 reload speed per onslaught stat, plus 3 max stats. We've got plus Guerrilla Master for the plus 5 range damage to close enemies per onslaught stat, plus 5 max stats. So more stats with the Furious there means more damage output, and we're going to be able to do anything on this build. It's so nice. We've got Packing Light. Your action move points regenerate faster when not over encumbered. You should never be over encumbered with this build. That's why Packing Light will always be active. We've got Evasive, chance to evade attacks based on your agility, no power armor, so you'll be evading damage even when we're in a difficult situation there. And Adrenal, gain plus 10% damage per kill while on a kill streak, meaning when it's at max 10, we'll be busting that damage out plenty there. Really nice card. Finally, we got Luck at 15, Grim Reaper Sprint. Any kill, in fact, restores action points based on your luck. So we are going to be killing that quick on this build that the action points go bum, 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 constantly regenerating. Really, really nice. We've got Scrounger, find more non-explosive ammo based on your luck. So you're just going to be restoring your ammunition. You're never going to be losing ammunition. Just keep scrounging. Just keep picking up your stuff. Really, really nice there. We've got Ricochet, gains a chance to deflect range damage. Ranged attacks based on luck. So Ricochet there, nice quality of life there. Send that damage back, ricochet straight off you, and it should be activating a fair bit, especially in high-end content. We've got 4-leaf clover. Missing facts now contributes to your critical meter based on your luck, so the higher it is, the better. So we are maxed out there, so 4-leaf clover there, kicking in. Look at the Irish there. We've got class 3, the negative effects of your mutations are reduced by 75%, really nice there. Reducing those negative effects is beautiful. We've got critical savvy. Critical hits now only do 55% of your critical meters, meaning you're staying in the fight longer, you're doing more damage, and these are essential cards, especially inside the raid, going up against the snake, going up against the robot, going up against Bigfoot, any really high-end content. We've got Junk Shield, one of my favourite cards. Gain resistance is based on your luck and amount of junk held, so it's maxed out at 15, so plenty of damage resistance there. You're never going to really worry about anything on this build. And we've got better criticals. Fat criticals now do plus 100% damage. Kill everything on this build. Kill everything. It's raid ready, grunt hunt ready, head hunt ready, the lot, the ultimate build. The ultimate perk cards you should have on your build is right here. Feel free to pause, take a jot down of these perk cards, slap them on, and enjoy. Now we're going to go into weapons, armor, everything else, and then room testing. So first and foremost, let's look at stats. 95 base damage on the Elder's Mark, currently just running Elder's Mark. Let's go to damage resistance at 757, 92% poison resistance, 169 in fire resistance, energy resistance at 441, Kyro resistance at 97, radiation resistance at 122. We got HP at a 397, but don't worry about it, it seems low, but it is not low, trust me. The damage resistance is insane. We've got an AP of 358, but don't worry about that one as well. You could potentially get that over 400 if you wanted to, but we're not doing that right now, because you won't tell you won't run out of facts anyway. You won't run out of action points. So God's given. Now, let's go into effects. Let's go straight in. We have no buffs on currently. We've got well-fed and active on, but that's just well-fed. This is eating food, but we're not completely well-fed yet, but we will be soon. We've got active because that's on our armor. Max AP increased by 20, but let's go straight into mutations. I'm going to shout out the positive mutation effects and not the negatives, just have been reduced significantly by 75% because of the perk card we've got. So let's go into adrenal reaction, plus 5% damage per kill while a kill streak. Bird bones there for plus 4 agility, minus 90% fall damage, and minus 45% fall speed. Chameleon, invisible in combat if unarmed and stationary. Boring card, but remember, some of my mutations I have on, it's just so my mutants is active on the 5% for the damage resistance. So don't worry, some of these mutations won't work for you, but they work for me. The important ones, I will tell you what you need, especially like adrenal reaction there for the extra damage, and bird bones for the extra agility for the AP there. We've got Eagle Eyes, an essential mutation on this build, plus 50% critical damage, plus 4% for perception. The critical card there, essential. Egghead for the +6 intelligence. More intelligence means more energy damage, especially on the energy weapons you can run in this build. So really nice there. Electrically charged, 40% chance to deal 25% energy damage to melee attackers. Nth for the +6 damage taken, minus 25% team damage taken. Essential because you just want to be a team player. We have healing factor there for +3 health regen, minus 40% chem effects, don't worry about that. We've got grounded because I missed out on it, plus 100% energy resistance, really nice card there. Herbivore because we love our veggies, 2 times the benefits from veggies, a couple of XP veggie foods that we can run, especially like brain fungus soup. Extra XP means more leveling, and the quicker you get to an end game build. We've got herd mentality there. We've got marsupial for +20% carry weight. 20 carry weight plus 320 jump height. Essential card marsupial there. Plague water, poison, orange, dealing with diseases. It's a non-essential mutation, so swap it out if you need to. Just make sure you get 5% mutations. We've got Steely Skin for the +50% damage resistance, +50% energy resistance. Beautiful card there. We've got Speed Demon for the +30% reload speed, +20% move speed, but the +30% unreversed while moving. Talons for the +25% unarmed damage, +25% bleed damage over 5 seconds. Twisted Muscles for the +25% melee damage, but the +50% limb damage, which is really essential there. And we've got a +10% chance to deal 10% fire and rats to melee attackers. Really, really nice mutations there. Swap them out as you want. Not all are essential, but they are for the mutants events what you need to kick in. So that is your mutations on this build. Let's get straight into weapons. We can run so many weapons on this build. The ones that my daily driver build weapons I run around with outside of raids are these here. So we're going to start from the top. We've got the Cursed Elders mat, the essential endgame meta. But it's a couple of things on here what are really essential to keep your AP friendly. Now let's talk about the Cursed Elders map. It is a Furious, +5 damage per onslaught stat, +9 max stats there, really beautiful, so extra damage. We've got it as a Rapid for the +25% weapon speed. A Fats optimised there on the third box mod for the -35% action point cost. Less action point cost means more times in Fats. We've got a Conductor's critical hits now restore 10%. Health and action point instantly, 100 more over 5 seconds for players and teammates within a 100-foot radius. Bear with me. What that essentially means is when you're doing your critical hits, and you're doing your critical hits, especially on boss battles and stuff, you're restoring your action points at the same time, but critical hits is restoring so quick that you're restoring health and you're restoring action points at the same time. So Conductors is a perfect card for a boss mod for the Elders map. Really essential there. Remember, it is an endgame build, so a couple of these won't work for new players, just because this is what you're going to be working towards for your ultimate endgame build. Now, we've got a standard receiver on there, a short light barrel, a recoil composite stock, and a large quick eject drum for that quick reload speed there, a glow sight. Now, why do I have a glow sight? I'll explain that right now. AP cost. The magic number, as you can see on the left hand side, is 7. If you have a 7 AP cost, you essentially will not run out of fats in any situation, especially the Cursed Elders mark. So you want that glow sight on because it reduces the AP cost outside of it by 3, putting you back down to 7. If you don't have glow sights on, you're going to be at a 9 AP cost, and we want that reduced down. So you want that magic number that being 7. We've got a compensator on there. The compensator increasing fats accuracy. So the more fats accuracy, the better, because we're going to be killing things quicker. So that is my Cursed Elders mark on there. This is the luxury endgame weapon you definitely need on this build. So definitely get yourself on there. Let's move on to my Fixer. The Fixer being the GOAT, the gun everyone should be able to have access to at all times. Never ever worry about this. The Fixer can be found by anybody. Really nice. Do not worry about it. Anyone can find the Fixer anywhere in this game. Really easy to get, a lot easier to get for the Cursed Elders map. So if you are starting out, you don't have a Cursed Elders map yet, I'd say get yourself a fixer. I have mine as a quad for the plus 300% ammo capacity. I have it as a rapid for the weapon speed there, plus 25, and FATS optimized again for the action point cost, minus 35%, so you stay in those FATS with it. We've got the conductors again for that critical hits, restore 10% health and action points instantly, 100 more over 5 seconds for players and teammates with a 100-foot radius. It's got a plus 100% sneaking speed, plus 15% stealth in shadows. It's got an aligned long barrel, aligned stock, swift magazine, glow sight, compensator, and a powerful automatic receiver to push out all that damage there. AP cost of 9 there on that one. FATS accuracy 72, range 250. This is your ranged weapon, so if you are starting out on this endgame build and you don't have the eldest mount, this would be the go-to on there. The energy weapon I like to choose outside of all that is my Furious Sigma Squad Recon Tesla cannon. It doesn't have all the this is not complete meta what you would run for it, but this is the one I like to build outside, run outside of raids. It's a Furious there for the extra onslaught stats. It's explosive for the projectiles that explode for plus 25% weapon damage, and it's got resilient on there when reloading, gain 500 to all resistances. So while you're reloading, if you are caught in a pickle while using this, I wouldn't have resilient on it. I'd probably have a FATS optimized on it if you are running raids. So I have a different one for running raids on this one, and it is a polished, the greater the weapon item condition. Plus 100% damage. The greater the weapon damage, up to 60%. So there we go. We're doing more damage there. We've got on direct projectiles chained to nearby foes and tracked targets. It's got an Edison Series 2 wave oscillator triple renaissance, a huge ampacity, recon scope, alternate current muzzle, Sigma squad paint. This isn't really the one I would run for the raid. I have another one for this, but if you're running around, this would be the Tesla cannon I'd run. And pretty much you can run any energy weapon on this build and it will provide you. See, it's still got a kick to this one, but there you go. They are the weapons we run in this build, but your essential one would be the Elder's Mat, the Fixer, and any energy weapon. Really nice. Really, so nice. You can run any gun in this build. You can carry as many guns as you want in this build without the worry as well. So really nice there. You do have a lot of fun with the weapons on this build, and I'll show you during testing. We're going to move into armor next, which is essential now. So the armor is going to be the goated Brotherhood Recon armor. Brotherhood Recon armor, really essential. It's got the best stats in the game, best damage resistance in the game. Really nice. So these are the things I run across the board on mine. Straight across the board, all my box mods for my Brotherhood Recon armor is mutants for the up to 5% damage reduction as you require more mutations, currently 5%. Brotherhood Recon armor, you can get it from Minerva at certain points in time, or you can get it from daily ops, so I would essentially wait for Minerva on this one. We have Powered for the plus 5% action point regen, Active for the max AP increase by 20%. Really beautiful there. But Active is ridiculously hard to acquire. Really low drop rate. So if you don't have Active, definitely swap that out for True Hikers and put some extra perk cards on instead. Especially the Traveling Pharmacy and True Hikers and your perk cards, swap them out. And my 4-star mod is a Limit Breaker. Each one armor piece reduces the cost of critical hits by 10%, up to 50% on a full stack. It is butt rest, deep pocketed. It is beautiful. So it's got Limit Breaker across the board there. It's got a Nightfall, damage resistance 9, poison resistance 19, fire resistance, energy damage 22, 11 of Chiral, and it's got radiation resistance 22. It's a heavy armor as well, and across the board it is the same. The Brotherhood Recon. I got all different paints. I do apologise, silly old me. But mutants, powered, active, Limit Breaker, really essential. The powered and active there for that reduction in AP cost completely, and the critical cost on the Limit Breaker. Limit Breaker can be earned from the raids or find out in the open world for trade, in shops, anything like that. Mutants being essential on this build as well for that damage reduction. As you can see, it's currently 5%. Why is it 5%? Because we've got enough mutations on. So there we go. So this is like so luxurious, it's unreal. It's a luxury endgame build, and it's the build you should work towards. Run any weapon, run anything on this build, and you are never going to die on this build. It is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful build. And that is your armor for this build. Really nice Brotherhood Recon armor. This is the meta. This is the goal. This is what you need. Let's run testing. Let's get ourselves fully fed. I hope you enjoying the build today. I wanted to try and get this build video to 1,000 today. Let's get to 1,000 views today. If we get to 1,000 views today, I'll be so happy. This is the ultimate build. I'm so happy with this build. I'm going to show you how great it is. I'm going to run multiple tests with all the guns. So let's first go to our boys in green with the Elder's Mark to start off with. Really hope you enjoy my build videos. We just hit 1,233 subscribers last night. I am going up and down in subscribers recently, but I've not been consistent. But I promise you, more and more build videos on the way, because I don't like making random damage builds. I might like making all-round perfect builds, and perfection is everything. So let's start off with the Elder Mark test. Go on. Go on. Did you see that? Insanity. That is insanity. Let's go and do a grunt hunt test. Boys in green, easy anyway, but we want to see what we can do in the end game. Let's go and get ourselves a wonderful little grunt hunt. It's the Elder's Mark, it's the Elder's Mark. It's just top tier regardless of what you do. And as you saw there, we never lost any health because they didn't have time, and we never lost AP either. Hello, sir. This will be a longer video today, I do apologise. Normally videos have been really like down to 24, 27 recently, but I really wanted to explain this endgame build to you, because why? Because it's going to be perfect, and everyone should be running this down the line. Did you see that? Let's try a, let's go with a Deathclaw next, see what it does against the Deathclaw. Especially an endgame Deathclaw, the armoured Deathclaws are so much harder. I do apologise, there seems to be a sandstorm in Fallout right now. I should have essentially checked the weather before I started playing. Down. Really nice. Crazy numbers there. Let's try a Scorch Beast. As you can see with this build, We're never breaking a sweat. Never breaking a sweat. And we've already healed our health again right there. Now let's go back and try all this again with the fixer this time, just to show you can use this on other builds. And we just need to talk about another piece of armour as well, because I did make a tiny little mistake on the armour section. So we're just gonna, I'm just gonna let you know about the rage armour, because I am also using rage armour on this build. So let's just nip back before we test the fixer and talk about the rage armour, because I do think I currently have that on. Now, yes, I do have deep-pocketed rage on. So, yes, I am also running the rage armour as well. So let's talk about the rage armour quickly now. This can be earned from Earl. We do the Earl nuclear event. So, let's talk about the rage armour. Very unique armour, very gimmicky. I don't think it will last forever in the game, but here we go. And it does provide extra damage in the game, and I have mine as a heavy. So automatically use a stim pack when hit, while health is 25% or less over once every 60 seconds, meaning you're constantly healing. The second star on this one is gain health over time while on the kill streak. Effects become stronger the higher the kill streak. So once that's at a 10 kill streak anyway, you're constantly regaining health, and you definitely want this on because you will not be dying, and especially if you're inside a raid itself, be constantly healing with the rage armour on. The third star on there is a 5% chance to deal 19 fire damage per second for 3 seconds to melee attackers. Not really essential, but it's still nice. So that first and second star is all about being on a kill streak and regaining health all the time, and this is why we never die on this build. And that's what I wear as my chest set on this build. So let's talk about rage stats. Gain rage stats when hit, max 100. So if we are being hit, we will be causing extra damage. Deal and take plus 1% additional damage per stack. Stacks expire over time. So I'm going to be taking extra damage, but I'm going to be dealing extra damage on top. So that'll be maxed out at 100, but it will expire over time. But the first and second stars are helping you regain health. And because I've got conductors on as well, I'm regaining health and action points over time. So we're essentially never going to be dying. And that's why you want that as your chest piece as well. But if you don't have the rage armour, still go with the Brotherhood Recon armour there. So I do apologise, I did completely forget to mention the rage armour. I do have as a butt rest for the extra damage resistance and a deep pocket, because we all love being deep pocketed and we all love the extra carry weight there. So there we go, that is the rage armour, and I also run that as my chest piece. So there you go, but if you don't have that, swap it out, put your Mutants Brotherhood chest piece back on. But for now, I run the chest piece for the extra damage on there. Really, really nice. So let's run the test with the Fixer next. Another really nice card. Let's lock and load. Let's get ourselves to the kill streak. Ash Cave. Do not like doing the Ash Cave, but we're going to go out there anyway. And again, it's pretty much this one's set up the same way, but it's a quad because the Fixer has a really low ammo capacity. But you see anyway, the Fixer is still providing extensive damage. And look at AP regeneration, almost instant. And look at that on the fixer. Crazy, crazy numbers on the fixer there. Fixer, always a great, great all-rounder. We'll try the Tesla cannon next, and then we'll finish the build. These tests are fantastic. Really, 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 really great endgame build. And I just hope everyone finds it. You don't actually essentially have to run the energy weapons I'm running. You don't have to run the weapons I'm running, because this gun, this build can run any weapon in the game, even heavy weapons. $3,735 there. Crazy numbers. As you can see there. Crazy. One shot. One shot. Beautiful. Beautiful weapon. Beautiful situation we're in. One shot. And just look at that. Look at that, everyone. That is your ultimate endgame build in Fallout 76. What did you think? Let me know what you think. Let me know what guns you're going to be running on this build. Just trust me, every gun is available to you. Every single gun is available to you on this game now. And with this build, do anything. Heavy guns, small guns, pistols, shotguns, everything. You can run everything on this build and you do everything with it. I really hope you enjoy this ultimate build for Fallout 76. I've been working on this build for 2 years and we're finally here and everything's in place now. Thank you very much, and I'll see you at the next build video for Fallout 76. Like, subscribe, let's push this video to the 1,000 likes, please. Let's push it to 1,000 likes. Thank you so much, and I'll see you at the next one.